Good morning. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Been a minute or so, but welcome to the ride. Here I am on a double dip today. First, you get a little bit of me this morning on the way in to work. Some of you are on your way in to work or getting ready to go to work or whatever the case may be. Here I am, and then I will be with you later tonight, I believe, with the OGs, B-Bird and Mike, around 7 o'clock. We'll do the Cowboys OG podcast. So double duty today. I wanted to hit you up this morning, talk to you very quickly about obviously the hot topic of the Cowboys, which of course is finding our new defensive coordinator. And you know, everybody's in in a haste and in an uproar, and some are mad that their guy's name is not being called. Some people are ready to give it to one certain individual already, and some people are already mad at Jerry and Steven for the process and all that type of stuff. Y'all guys go ahead and share this real quick. I wasn't able to share it to any groups. Hit that like button from wherever you're watching me from. Hit the share button, whatever the case may be. Really not looking for a crowd. Some people will see this a little bit later on today. And hello to all of you that are still watching this later. But here's my thing, very briefly, about the search and all of these names that we're seeing, people that are obviously, unless you're really plugged into football and other teams, you're hearing names for the first time. Not that these guys are coaches for the first time. They've been coaches. They're well advanced. They've been parts of winning programs. It's just that you haven't heard of them. There are some names that I haven't heard of, but their success is right there. If you're a passing game coordinator, for instance, and your secondary room is in the top 10, the top 15 of the NFL, or top 5, guess what? You're a successful coach. Although your name doesn't have the same steam as the defensive coordinator does, that does not mean that you're not successful. So I want to go ahead and kill that notion about people who are, some Cowboy fans are going cuckoo because they ain't never heard of nobody. Just stop it, okay? I'll tell you the reason why in just a second. Don't kill the coach. You really don't know nothing about him, so why kill him? That's just the way I feel about it. You can feel the way you want to feel. I don't want to dictate the way you feel. I just kind of know what's going on. Let me show you what I think is going on, at least from my perspective. I believe that this thing is already done. It's just what I think. I believe that it's already down to maybe 2 people. I think it's between Jim Leonard, the name that everybody went crazy over with from the very beginning, including, people giving him praise on the staff. He has ties to Coach Schottenheimer, without a doubt. Dude is well respected. He's coaching now in Denver, and his secondary is part of one of the top defenses in the league. He's an assistant head coach under Sean Payton. Sean Payton, to name him assistant head coach, that carries a lot of weight. It does. It carries a lot of weight. So let me go ahead and just say this. You may not like him, but let's not kill him. He's a good coach. He is. No, he hasn't called a game from the defensive coordinator position in the NFL. He did it at Wisconsin, but he's well respected in what he does, considered one of the best young coaches in the game. Hey, I'm not killing the dude. Hey, so be it. He's not my choice, but I think that we ain't going to go wrong if he get hired. I believe the other guy that's in the running is another guy who has had ties to Coach Schottenheimer, and that is Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator from the Baltimore Ravens. Just in case you did not know, Zach Orr and Coach Schottenheimer coached together in Jacksonville together for 2 to 3 years. And Coach Schottenheimer has kept in touch with Zach Orr, according to reports. So they are, I ain't going to say they like brother Batman or Robin or something, but I am saying they've kept in contact with each other. So it is somewhat of a natural fit. If you don't know about Zach Orr defenses, you probably do, because he was just a coordinator last season. Baltimore defenses over the last 3-4 years have always been good. They've always been, aggressive. They've always, I'm saying this Baltimore. It speaks for itself. So I'm not knocking Zach Orr at all. I think it's down to those two. To me, you got to factor in factor of what Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones like. Stephen Jones very well may like Jim Leonard. If Stephen Jones like Jim Leonard, and if Jerry Jones like Jim Leonard, what you think that's gonna mean? Come on now. I mean, they are in charge, right? If they say they like this guy, contrary to popular belief, they still run the team. That ain't gonna never change. So their opinion matters. So let's be very clear about that. I just think it's down to those two. Now, for all of these names that you're seeing, have you even thought about that maybe that the decision is leaning heavily in one way, and maybe they're bringing all of these coaches in to be an interview, not for the defensive coordinator position. They're not going to dress it up like that, but they're bringing them in maybe to see if they can add these guys to the staff. This is going to be an all-star staff when it's all over. Whoever the defensive coordinator is, they are going to have an all-star staff of position coaches. Some of these guys obviously probably would not be the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, but they very well could be a position coach. And I think that's what you're seeing now with all these extra names that really don't have a chance of being the defensive coordinator, but they could be on the staff of whoever the coordinator is. I would not be surprised if somebody like Jim Leonard, Zach Orr, whatever the case may be, whoever it is, I'm quite sure the mention of, who are you going to bring in for your staff, or who would you like for your staff? I guarantee you that is coming to play in the interview process. So let's not lose our minds over some names that you say, like, what are we doing? Everybody going crazy that we haven't even mentioned Brian Flores' name. Okay, I tried to tell y'all. When have the Cowboys ever went for the best? Please tell me that. When has that been? Since Bill Parcells? The best available? When is the last time we went and got the best? Parcells? Is that it? Before then, was it Jimmy? Cowboys don't never go for the cream of the crop. Y'all know that. Why are we acting? I told y'all get y'all blood pressure built up because y'all trying to get the Jones family to think like you think. I keep trying to tell y'all need to come on to my side. I'm not trying to think like the Jones family. I know they ain't going to do right. I know they're not. They might do right on this end, but they're going to mess up royally on the other end. I'm trying to tell y'all. They're not going to go after Brian Flores. And it ain't because of football. I tried to tell y'all this. As elementary as this sounds. I told y'all that Brian Flores still has legal lawsuits against the NFL. You really believe Jerry Jones is going to hire a guy that sued the NFL? Jerry Jones holds grudges. And some of you saying, well, Jerry sued the NFL a long time ago. Yes, he did. But things have changed since back then. Isn't it safe to say this? Watch this. I look, nobody ain't gonna admit this, but there's a lot of truth what I'm getting ready to say. Jerry Jones is the NFL. How about that? In some instances, in a lot of them, Jerry Jones is the one that's driving the car for the NFL. He is the most recognized owner in the game. He is the most visible owner in the game. And because he got his hand in so much of the NFL business, I guarantee you, Jerry Jones is probably, look, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. I'm guaranteeing you in some instances, some of these lawsuits kind of go against Jerry Jones. He is not going to hire a guy like that. That's how elementary he is. We know Jerry holds grudges. Need I give you the resume? Oh, y'all want it, huh? Okay. How about Amari Cooper? Held grudges. How about Michael Parsons? Held grudges. How about Dez Bryant? He holds grudges. Let's see. How about Boss Man Fat? Grudges. How about Ezekiel Elliott? He holds grudges. I don't know why y'all think that he's just above and want the best coach. Not at the expense of him bowing down. No, he don't. Brian Flores should have been the first name. I know some of y'all upset that Washington is interviewing Brian Flores. I really believe Brian Flores is going to be a head coach somewhere, to be honest with you. But y'all mad because the name ain't been called. The name wasn't even at the doorstep. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Jerry Jones, y'all expectations are too high. That's why y'all mad. That's why y'all all on Twitter. That's why y'all all in these chats. Because y'all want the Jones family to fit your expectations of what you want for your team. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's being a fan. I ain't got no problem with that. But don't be mad because the Jones family ain't never done things the way the fan base want it. Never. They don't believe in going to get the best. They apply that same practice in free agency. They don't go from the cream of the crop in free agency. Y'all know what they do. They go to the bottom of the barrel. Y'all know this. I don't know why we do this every year, hoping, thinking they're gonna change. No, they're not gonna change. So I believe it's between Leonard and Zach Orr. That's just what I think. I ain't saying I know stuff and all that kind of stuff, because I don't. I just think that it's between those two, and both of them are pretty good. I'm cool with either one. I am. The staff is what's going to make or break the new coordinator. That's what's going to make it. So I really believe the Cowboys are doing the right thing, bringing everybody in. But I really do believe a lot of this is trying to get a whole staff together. Why is that? If you've been with me, I've been told you. The Senior Bowl is next week. The East-West Shrine game is next week. Coach White Cotton and the tight ends coach Lindsey Wells. They are two coaches for that. So we got inside track on some of these guys because they're going to be coaching them there. But you want your defensive coordinator, you want the whole staff somewhat in position when you go down to these bowl games. I believe they're just getting the staff together. I really do. I believe the decision has already been made. You know, a lot of this stuff is just smoke screen. I just think it's been done. I just think so. Stephen Jones said something yesterday that they're very happy about the process as of right now. They're very happy about the process. Okay. Yeah, of course they are, because they already got a headway. You don't think Coach Schottenheimer kind of got idea what he wants? You don't think Steven don't kind of know what they, kind of want? And Jerry, come on now. They already X'd out people to who they know, who they don't want. You know that. Real simple, man. Let's not go crazy. I'll talk a whole lot more about this tonight when I get with the OGs, B-Bird and Cowboy Joe. I believe we'll be on tonight about 7 o'clock Central Time. I'm quite sure you'll hear what they have to say as well, because this is the hot topic right now in Cowboy land, and it is what it is. I ain't saying good morning to everybody. Uh, hey, Justin. Who is this? Quack. What's up, Quack? Matthew. What's up? Fred. What's up, man? Big Kim. Candy. Good morning to all you guys, man. Appreciate all y'all come hanging with your boy this morning. Exactly. And thank you, Corey. This is a great comment Corey put here. See, all y'all that want Brian Flores, look what Corey says. Why y'all want Flores for 1 year? What's up, Jay Bryant? Why y'all see? That's the other thing. Me personally, I don't want a 1 year rental. If Brian Flores, you got to keep in mind when the Cowboys play, you're playing on the biggest stage in the NFL. I don't care what the Cowboys record is; they prime time. You turn around this defense, you're gonna end up leaving next year because somebody gonna come get you. Why y'all want Brian Flores? I mean, I like him, but he ain't gonna be here for 1 year. That's it. If you get him, I think Brian Flores is gonna be a head coach somewhere this year. To be honest with you, it's too many openings. What, 9 openings right now? Great franchises. Come on now. It's gonna be a lot of guys that y'all want ain't gonna, come on now. I want a coordinator that's gonna be here at least 2 years. At least. Give me. I don't want to be in the same position next year. Some of you may say the same thing. What if Leonard comes in? Yeah, he's gonna be in demand. If Leonard comes in and turn this, you can't do nothing but go up. We were the last ranked defense in the league. So there's nowhere else to go but up. Come on, y'all. There's nowhere else to go but up. So there you would figure it'd be some improvement anyway. We need a guy that's gonna be here for at least 2 years to build a program. Flores ain't gonna be here. He's just not. Y'all use I don't want no 1 year rental. I don't want this. That's what Brian Flores would be. Brian Flores come in here and turn the Cowboy defense around. Trust me, he will not be here the following year. That's just how the coaching game goes. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. So I don't want the 1 year guy. I don't. I want a guy that's going to build with Schottenheimer at least 2 years, develop the next guy on the same staff, under it, whatever the case may be, and keep it going. When you have success, good coaches leave. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Got to figure this thing out, man. Listen, I'm out. I'll be with you guys tonight. I believe I'm gonna text the brothers tonight and make sure that we are on tonight. Usually Friday night, 7 o'clock, the OGs will be together, and I'm quite sure this topic will come up. I'll be very anxious to hear what the brothers have to say about it, and hopefully shine some new light on the situation, and we'll get it together. Man, I appreciate all of you guys. Y'all have a great day at work or whatever the case may be. I'll see you guys a little bit later. I don't think so either, Jay Bryant. And the reason why is because not of his coaching acumen. It's because he has a lawsuits against the NFL. Y'all really think that the owners are going to hire a guy that's suing the NFL? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Forget the football. Forget how good he is. And Flores is good. But it's beyond football. It's kind of like Kaepernick. Y'all really thought that the owner was going to give Kaepernick a chance to play? It's the same thing. You really think they're going to give Flores a chance to be a head coach? I'd be shocked. He deserves it, but I'd be shocked. I'm just like Jay Bryant. I'll be shocked. I would be. Because his situation is beyond X's and O's. His situation is personal. Just gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, you guys take it easy. I'll holler at y'all. I'll see you tonight. Y'all come back and hang with me tonight. Until then, this has been the Big Time Show.